Did you know that the sofa in your living room can be responsible for bringing bad luck and even illness to your home? What you put on it can open the doors to prosperity and good fortune, or attract problems and illnesses that you can't even imagine. Stay with me, because today you will discover the 7 things you should never put on your sofa if you want to live in harmony and prosperity. A dirty or wet piece of clothing. Let me tell you a story I learned many years ago when I was just beginning my journey in teaching Buddhist energy. There was a man named Kenji who worked long hours in the city. Every night when he got home, he would take off his jacket and throw it on the sofa. "It's just a sofa," he said. "Nothing is wrong." But over time, Kenji began to notice something strange. His home, which had once seemed like a haven of tranquility, now made him feel restless, tired, as if something heavy accompanied him, even in his moments of rest. One day, in a conversation, I explained to him that the objects we carry from outside, such as clothes, not only carry the dust and dirt from the road, but also the energies of all the places we have passed through, offices, streets, buses full of strangers. Even though we cannot see these energies, their impact is real. Every piece of clothing we carelessly place in our sacred space, such as the sofa, can bring with it the tensions, worries, or even illnesses we have absorbed during the day. "But how can something as simple as my jacket cause so much trouble?" Kenji asked. I answered him with a simple example. Imagine that you carry a small spark inside your jacket. That spark, although insignificant, can ignite a fire if you leave it in the wrong place. Your sofa, where you rest and share moments with those you love, is not the place for that spark. When you leave dirty or wet clothes on your sofa, it is like inviting an unwanted guest to stay. Humidity also attracts physical problems. It's a perfect environment for bacteria and bad smells to settle in your home. And remember, where there is disorder, there is also imbalance. Did you know that in Buddhist teachings, the home is seen as an extension of your soul? Every corner, every piece of furniture reflects the state of your mind. If you let disorder or external energy invade your space, little by little, you will feel that your inner peace also fades. So, dear friend, I want to invite you to reflect on how you can protect the energy of your home. Start with something as simple as a special place to leave your clothes when you arrive. It can be a coat rack, a basket, or even a corner designated just for this purpose. By doing so, you are drawing a line between the chaos of the outside world and the tranquility of your refuge. Genji took this advice and applied it. Little by little, his home began to feel like a space of calm and serenity again. And not only that, he also discovered that this small change made him more aware of every action, of every choice, because that is what these practices teach. Every gesture, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is an opportunity to transform your life. So the next time you come home tired, remember that your sofa is more than just a piece of furniture. It is a symbol of rest, love, and care. Treat it with respect, and you will see how your home begins to fill with renewed energy, ready to embrace and protect you. Now tell me, have you ever felt that your home is stuffy or messy, even though everything seems to be in its place? Maybe it is time to review those small actions that we do without thinking. Start with something as simple as taking care of where you leave your clothes, because remember, small changes create great transformations. 2 shoes. Shoes seem like something so everyday, so insignificant, right? But in Buddhist teachings and in many other traditions, shoes have a deep meaning. They represent the path we walk, the places we visit, the energies we absorb with each step. Let me tell you the story of Akira, a simple man who lived in a small village surrounded by mountains. Akira was known for his hospitality. His door was always open to friends, neighbors, and travelers. However, he also had a habit. When he returned home, he would throw his shoe on the sofa. It was an automatic gesture done without thinking. Over time, Akira began to notice something strange in his home. The visits that were once joyful and long became tense and awkward. His family members began to argue over insignificant things. His home, which had always been a place of peace, began to feel heavy, as if something invisible was disturbing the harmony. One evening, in a chat with an old monk from the village, Akira told him about these changes. The monk, with a wise smile, asked him, "Tell me, Akira, where do you leave your shoes when you enter the house?" Akira, somewhat confused, replied on the sofa, "Of course. It is comfortable and close to the door." The monk looked at him calmly and said, "Ah, there is the problem. Shoes, dear Akira, not only carry the dust of the road, but also the energies of all the places you have passed through. Every step you took, every place you visited, every person you crossed paths with, all of that is impregnated in them. By putting them on your sofa, you not only bring that physical dirt, but also the problems, tensions, and imbalances of the outside world. Is that what you want for your home?" That night, Akira decided to change his habit. He placed a small shelf by the entrance to his house and vowed to never put his shoes on the sofa again. Little by little, the energy in his home began to transform. Laughter returned, visits became longer, and his family regained harmony. Why is this so important? Because the home, according to Buddhist teachings, is a sacred space. It is a place where energies must flow freely, without interruptions. Shoes that have been on streets full of noise, chaos, and tension have no place in a space dedicated to rest, love, and tranquility. In addition, there is another practical reason. Shoes, even if they are clean to the naked eye, always bring with them 2001 bacteria, dust, and dirt that can cause illness. If you put them on the sofa, you not only disrupt the spiritual harmony of your home, but you also put the health of those you love at risk. So, dear friend, make your home a haven of peace. Create a special place for your shoes, a shelf, a rug, or even a decorative box near the entrance. By doing so, you not only protect the energy of your home, but you also send a powerful message. This space is sacred, a place where calm and happiness take priority. Just as Akira transformed her home with a simple change, you can do it too. And remember, it's not just about the shoes, it's about the intention behind each action. Because when you take care of the small details, and the entire universe conspires to take care of you. Have you noticed how small habits can affect the balance of your home? Today is a good day to start changing them. Give your shoes the place they deserve and watch how the energy of your home is filled with peace. Because, as I always say, where there is order and respect, there is harmony. 3 bags of garbage or waste. Let me tell you something that you may not have known in Buddhist teachings. The home is seen as a mirror of the soul. Every corner, every object reflects the energy that we carry within and the one we want to attract. And in this context, garbage bags or waste have a deeper impact than you might imagine. I share with you the story of Mei Ling, a dedicated and hard-working woman who lived in a bustling city. Mei Ling used to leave her garbage bag on the sofa before taking it out to the bin. Just for a few minutes, she thought, as she went about her daily chores. But over time, she noticed that her home felt heavier, more chaotic, as if the energy was stagnant. One day, while visiting her grandmother in the countryside, Mei Ling noticed a peculiar habit. Her grandmother never allowed garbage to stay inside the house longer than necessary. Why was there such a rush to take it out? Mei Ling asked her, smiling. The grandmother, with the wisdom that the years had given her, replied that garbage not only litters the physical space, but also the spiritual one. Every time you leave it in a place where it doesn't belong, you invite negative energy to stay. And where there is negative energy, prosperity and health cannot flourish. It's easy to think that a garbage bag on the sofa is harmless, right? But the truth is that its presence interrupts the flow of positive energy. According to Buddhist teachings, that which represents dirt, waste, or deterioration acts as an obstacle to the energy flowing freely in your home. And where energy does not flow, prosperity does not come. It is not just about the physical aspect. Garbage, even if temporary, carries with it a powerful symbolism. That which is no longer useful, that which must go. If you place it on the sofa, a place intended for rest, connection, and tranquility, you are mixing energies that should not coexist. Imagine this: you and your sofa is like an energy center of your home. It is the place where you share laughter with your loved ones, where you rest after a tiring day, where happy memories are built. Do you really want that space to be invaded by something that symbolizes waste and negativity? Moreover, from a practical point of view, garbage bags can be a source of bacteria, unpleasant odors, and even attract pests. All of this affects not only the spiritual harmony of your home, but also the health of those who live in it. After that visit to her grandmother, Mei Lin decided to change her habit. She placed a small container by the door to ensure that the garbage never spent more time than necessary inside her home. And something curious happened. The feeling of heaviness disappeared. Her house felt like a haven of peace and comfort again. 2001. So, dear friend, I invite you to what messages are you sending to the universe with the small habits of your day-to-day? If you want a home full of positive energy, prosperity, and well-being, start by honoring the spaces you have. Give everything its place and reserve your sofa only for that which nourishes your soul and fills your life with joy. Remember, home is a temple. Every action, no matter how small, is a way of taking care of that temple. Just as Mei Ling transformed her house with a simple change, you can do it too. Take out the trash, both literally and symbolically, and let the positive energy flow without interruption. Today is a good day to start. Make your home a sacred place, a space where peace and prosperity are welcomed. Why? And remember, what you eliminate from your life makes room for better things. This is how change begins. For loose change or an open wallet, money, that symbol of exchange and prosperity that at the same time can become a source of stress if we do not treat it carefully. Let me share with you a teaching that can transform your perspective on it. Once, a young disciple approached a wise monk to ask him why he felt that money was always slipping away from him, as if it were never enough. "Master, I do everything I can, but the money never stays in my hands," he said with concern. The monk, with a calm smile, asked the young man to empty his bag of coins and bills onto the table. Then he said, "Look how they scatter aimlessly, like leaves in the wind. Do you notice how there is no order or respect in the way you treat them? Money, like energy, needs a place where it feels safe, a place where it wants to stay. Now think about your sofa, that place where you rest, where you connect with your loved ones. It is a very special energy space in your home. Leaving loose money, crumpled bills, or an open wallet on it is like telling abundance that it is of no importance to you, that you do not value it enough to take care of it. In Buddhist teachings, money is not only a material medium, but also a reflection of our relationship with the world. When we treat it with respect, organizing it, keeping it in a suitable place, we invite the energy of prosperity to flow towards us. But when we leave it lying around, neglected, we send the message that we are not ready to receive more. I'll tell you something you may not have known. According to Buddhist Energy, objects have their own energy, and their arrangement in the home directly affects our well-being. Money lying around on the sofa can attract energies of loss and chaos because that space is not meant to contain wealth. A sofa is for rest, for connection, for peace, not for financial clutter. In addition, there is a practical aspect that we should not ignore. Leaving money loose on the sofa increases the risk of losing it between the cushions, forgetting it, or even damaging it. This reinforces the feeling of lack of control over your finances, something that can be reflected in your daily life. Now, I want to invite you to a simple but powerful change. Create a specific space to keep your money at home, a place that represents order and security. It can be a special little box, a closed purse, or even a corner in your closet, where you feel that the energy of money is protected. When you do this, you will notice a difference. Not only will you have more control over your finances, but you'll also start to feel abundance accompanying you more consistently. Why? Because by treating money with respect, you're telling the universe that you value what you have and are ready to receive more. So remember, don't let loose cash or an open wallet clutter up the energy of your home. Treat every bill, every coin, as a symbol of gratitude and opportunity. And in that simple act, you will be sowing the seeds for a more prosperous and well-being-filled life. Because at the end of the day, abundance is not just having more, but feeling that what you have is in harmony with your life. Your home is your temple, and every action is a prayer. Make respect for money a part of your daily practice, and you will see how abundance, like water, finds its way to you. 5 broken or damaged toys. Who hasn't felt the love and happiness they bring with them? They're a reminder of laughter, of sunny days in the park, of the innocence of little ones. But when those toys are broken or damaged, their energy changes. They no longer radiate that pure joy. Instead, they can become a symbol of conflict, sadness, and unresolved problems at home. Let me tell you a story. A long time ago, a father approached a monk to talk about the constant tensions in his home. He said that although his family had everything they needed, there were always arguments. The monk listened attentively and then invited him to look at his surroundings with new eyes. "Is there anything broken or neglected in your home that you see every day?" Yuuzhan asked. The father thought back and remembered the old, damaged toys that his children never used, but that were always piled up on the couch. The monk explained that those broken toys are not just objects. They are reflections of issues that you have not resolved. Every time you look at them, you unconsciously invite that energy of chaos and neglect into your family life. In Buddhist teachings, the home is a mirror of your inner state. Without addressing it, we are saying that we are not ready to face and resolve what needs to be healed. This includes the toys of the little ones. Although they may seem harmless, they accumulate energies that can affect the emotional and spiritual well-being of those who live in the home. Think about this. Toys represent joy, creativity, and happy moments. When they are in good condition, use and reflect that vibrant energy. But when they are damaged, it is as if those memories are distorted, becoming a constant reminder that something is not right. What message are you sending to your subconscious when you allow broken objects to take up space in your family's sleeping space? Repairing what is damaged is an act of love and commitment. If toys have sentimental value, give them a new chance. Fix them, clean them, give them back their purpose. But if they can no longer be repaired or have no use, say goodbye to them with gratitude. Be thankful for the moments of joy they brought and free yourself from that stagnant energy. Doing this will not only bring order to your physical space, but also to your emotional space. A clean and harmonious sofa becomes a place of meeting, of connection, of rest. A place where energy flows freely, without interruptions. Remember that it is not just about the sofa, it is a deeper lesson about how we face life. Every object in your home tells a story. What story do you want your sofa to tell? One of joy and care, or one of neglect and unresolved problems? The choice is in your hands. Repair what you love, release what has already served its purpose, and above all, take care of every corner of your home as if it were a sacred temple. Because by doing so, you are not only taking care of the physical space, but also your heart and that of your family. 6 phones or devices with broken screens. Phones and electronic devices are an essential part of our daily lives. They are with us at all times. They connect us to the world, inform us, entertain us. But when one of these devices is damaged, it becomes something more than a broken object. It is a symbol of disconnection, of something that is not working well. Let me tell you a story. There was a woman who, after a long day at work, came home and left her phone with a broken screen on the sofa. Although she did not pay much attention to it, the damage was visible. Not only did the broken screen prevent her from seeing things properly, but her phone seemed to be permanently stuck in a state of incompleteness. This woman, despite her home being filled with good times, felt a constant sense of frustration. She felt that even though everything seemed to be going well, there was something in her life that wasn't working as it should. One day she asked a wise monk for advice. Seeing the broken phone, the monk said, "This device, believe it or not, reflects the state of your mind and energy. A broken phone is like a door that can't fully open. It's not transmitting all it has to offer. It's a constant reminder of something that has stopped, of something that needs to be fixed." The monk continued, "The same thing happens in our lives. When we leave something broken, be it a phone, a relationship, or a dream, we create a barrier to harmony and prosperity. Every time we look at a damaged object, we unconsciously feed that feeling of incompleteness and frustration. This disrupts the flow of positive energy, creating a space where there can be no peace." At first, the woman didn't quite understand, but she decided to follow the monk's advice. She replaced her phone or had it repaired, and in doing so, she noticed a slight improvement in her mood. By repairing the phone, she was, in a way, repairing the energy in her life as well. Every time she saw her phone working properly, she was reminded of the importance of taking care of what was in her life, of not letting anything, not even an object, be broken or stagnant. Now, why is this so important in relation to the sofa? The sofa, like every sacred space in your home, should be a refuge of peace, comfort, and well-being. If you leave broken objects on your couch, you're allowing that energy of incompleteness to invade your space. And what happens is that, even if you don't notice it right away, that discomfort begins to affect the atmosphere of your home. If you have a phone or device with a broken screen, my advice is to repair it or store it in a place that doesn't disrupt the harmony of your home. The couch should remain a place of rest, not reminders of what's not working well. By placing a broken device on your couch, you're not only invading your physical space, but also your mental and emotional well-being. A broken phone or device is like a reflection of what needs to be repaired in your life. If it's broken, it's a sign that there's something that requires your attention and care. Don't ignore those signs. Do what's necessary to restore what's damaged, whether it's an object or a part of yourself. Remember, every object in your home has an energy. Every object in your life is interconnected with your well-being. By taking care of what surrounds you, by repairing what is broken, you are inviting peace, prosperity, and harmony into your life. And in the end, that is the true purpose of our being a refuge, a place where energy flows unhindered. 7. Papers or documents related to debts in life. We all face financial challenges at some point. Debts, bills, and outstanding payments are something that can unintentionally steal peace from our mind. But have you ever stopped to think about how those papers can affect the atmosphere of your home, especially when they are lying on the couch? Let me tell you a story that a wise old man told me. He lived in a small monastery in the mountains, surrounded by unbreakable peace. One day, a woman from the city came to visit him, distressed by the debt she could not pay. "I find no peace," she told him. "Every day I have bills on my table, on my couch, and I carry them with me wherever I go. The old man looked at her calmly and said that peace cannot live in a place where worry is constantly present, and the papers, those that you drag around with you, are like stones that you carry in your soul. The old man explained to her that every time she left those papers on the sofa, she was inviting financial worries to take a place in her life, in her rest, and in her home. Debts, although they are a difficult reality, should not be the center of our attention or dominate our energy. Like an invisible plague, debt papers fill the environment with tension, making even the sofa, a place intended for relaxation, become a constant reminder of what remains to be paid. The papers should not be where you rest, the old man told her. Put them in a specific place, out of sight, where you can calmly manage them, but do not let them invade your space of rest. If you do, you will be creating a void in your life, a space where peace cannot come. The woman, after hearing these words, decided to follow the monk's advice. She began to organize her papers in an orderly fashion, putting them away in a box that she placed on a table out of reach of her couch. At first it was difficult. She thought she was forgetting something important, but over time she discovered that by freeing her space from those worries, her mind was also freed. She no longer saw bills every moment. She no longer felt that debts dominated her life. Little by little, peace began to enter her home, and her energy was transformed as well. It's funny how something as simple as a piece of paper can alter the flow of energy in your home. Buddhist teachings remind us that to attract prosperity and tranquility, we must first take care of our environment. The sofa should be a sacred space where rest and calm reign. If you let financial worries take over it, then you are allowing anxiety to creep into your life. Remember, dear friend, that although debts are a part of life, they do not need to be the center of your life. Organize those papers in a specific place, out of your field of vision during moments of rest. Only in this way will you be able to maintain balance and harmony in your home. Let your sofa continue to be the place of peace that it should be, and do not allow debt papers to occupy a space that is meant for well-being and calm. When you manage to free your home from those visible burdens, you are also freeing your mind from those invisible burdens. Prosperity, peace, and harmony flow when you allow it, and at that moment, the flow of positive energy enters your life, bringing with it solutions, serenity, and above all, a restful rest. Now let me share a little tip to protect the energy of your 2009 sofa. Clean this space regularly. It's not just about keeping it physically and visually clean, but also about maintaining the purity of its energy. You can easily do this with a soft cloth and a few drops of salt water, which is known for its ability to purify environments and ward off negative energies. Simply lightly moisten the cloth with this mixture and go over the entire sofa, concentrating on each corner. This simple but powerful gesture will help clear any stagnant energy that may be affecting the harmony of your home. Also, something very important is the decoration you choose for your sofa. Cushions or blankets are not just for comfort or beauty, but are also tools you can use to attract positive energy. Choose colors that represent tranquility, balance, and prosperity. Green, for example, is associated with health, renewal, and abundance. Blue with calm and serenity, and gold with wealth, good luck, and wisdom. By placing these colors on your sofa, you will not only beautify the space, but you will transform your sofa into a magnet for positive energy, inviting peace, prosperity, and well-being into your life. Remember, every small change you make in your home has a great impact on your environment and yourself, so make your sofa a haven of peace. One source of good energy for you and your family. If this video has brought you value and has opened your eyes to how to improve the energy in your home, do not forget to subscribe to Buddhist Energy. By doing so, you will be joining a community that seeks peace, prosperity, and balance in all aspects of their lives. In addition, you will receive exclusive content with more valuable teachings that will help you transform your home and your life.